Oh, the vodka! It's time to celebrate! The Melbourne Storm choked! Let's have a drink!
Cheers,
Fuck
Nick!
yeah, boys!
Nick from Australia.
Get over! Yeah! Ash Taylor, you overpaid wanker! Why the fuck would you go short? You stupid cunt! Yeah! Woo! Cowboys win! Yeah! Yeah! Here we go! Drink water! Holmes! Yeah! Guys, subscribe to the channel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah! The Cowboys win it! Woo! Oh, we are live! How are we, lads? Righto. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am Nick from Australia. I hope everyone is doing well on this phenomenal Tuesday evening. It is currently 6:50 p.m. here in New South Wales, January 18, 2022, right here on youtube.com. Welcome to another live stream, and tonight's live stream is going to be the Nick from Australia Rugby League Q&A. So I hope everyone's doing extremely well. Before I get into tonight's live stream, I hope everyone can go ahead and like the live stream in the live chat. I hope you guys can go ahead and like the stream as well. Subscribe if you're new around here, and most importantly, guys, turn the notification bells on so that way when I go live or when I upload a YouTube video, you guys get a notification of when I am live and all that. But hope everyone's doing extremely well tonight. Tonight's going to be a Rugby League Q&A. So I hope everyone have your questions ready. Feel free to ask me whatever you want in the live chat. Let me know what you guys would like to want me to answer. Ask me any Rugby League question you like. I'm just trying to catch up to the live chat as we speak. The chat is going off at the moment. It's very hard to catch up with the live chat, so I'm just going to skip it all and get to the loud chat. All right, let's rip in. So Daniel Bate in the live chat says, "Go on, Nick. Have vodka with that. You only live once." Well, I think on Saturday night I'll be doing the Nick from Australia late night footy show coming up this Saturday night. So the vodka may be out on Saturday night. So should be a lot of fun there on Saturday night. Really looking forward to it. The late night show will be happening. But I want to give a big thank you guys to Manscaped for sponsoring the video. I want to thank Manscaped for sponsoring the video once again. Guys, the Lawnmower 4.0. It's a great shaver for your balls. It has music and safe technology so you don't nick your balls. The package comes with the Lawnmower 4.0, the ball deodorant, the ball toner, and other great stuff as well for the month of this, January. So, guys, go and check out manscaped.com. The discount code, guys, is on the screen right here. It is NFA. That is the discount code. So, guys, go and check out Manscaped for that. But without further ado, let's get into tonight's live stream. And the first question's already come in from the good man himself, Metallic Panther. He asked, do you reckon the Raiders will improve in 2022? Metallic Panther, the Raiders are a team that are very hard to trust. I think the Raiders going into this year are going to have a lot of pressure on them. Obviously, with Ricky Stewart. Ricky Stewart's under a lot of pressure going into this year as well. The Raiders, obviously, last year were very disappointing. I think the Raiders have to improve. But in my honest opinion, where I see Canberra in 2022, I think they'll be around the same position. I don't think they're going to be higher than 11th. I don't think they're going to be anything lower than 11th. So I think the Raiders will be one of those sides, probably between 7 and 11th on the ladder. Anything lower than 11th would be a disappointment. Anything higher than 7th would be a bit of an overachievement. So I'll say somewhere between 7 and 11 for the Green Machine. All right. Next question is from our good friend Jay Lockyer03. Who do you think is the most versatile player in the NRL? Tough question. There's plenty of guys that I'm looking at for versatility in the NRL. And I think you look at guys like Kurt Mann, guys like Jake Granville, guys like Connor Watson, even someone like a Brodie Jones from the Newcastle Knights. He's someone that's very versatile as well. But if I had to pick out an ultimate utility player, maybe someone like well, I guess before he retired, Mitch Orbison was the best utility player in the comp. But it's so hard to really pick just one. But I think someone like a Connor Watson, guys like a Kurt Mann, Brodie Jones, so many guys you could really say. I think Adam Kieran's another one from the Roosters. He's very versatile as well. So probably someone like that, in my opinion. Daniel Bate in the chat says going to look into the 4.0 and take the advantage of the offer. Sounds good, Daniel. I really appreciate that. We got a question from Robert M. 1989. He says, "Hey Nick, how do you think the Broncos will go this year?" Hey Robert, I hope you're well, my friend. So the Broncos in 2021 came in 14th position. 2022, I think they're going to be a bit like the Raiders. I reckon they'll be around that 7 to 11 position mark on the ladder. I think that they'll either just sneak into the top 8 or they'll just miss out. I think they're a team on the rise, and obviously, as a Cowboys fan, as you guys can see in the background, I hate the Broncos guts. I don't like them. I hope they go bad. But in my opinion, the Broncos are a team on the up. So I reckon they'll be between 7 and 11th on the ladder in 2022. They are definitely improving. NRL Bulldogs fan in the live chat says, "Is Nick Meany an underrated signing for Melbourne?" I'm going to say yes, because Nick Meany before Melbourne, when he was at the Knights, when he was at Canterbury, I always thought he was a very solid NRL standard player. But obviously, when he was in the NRL with the Knights and the Dogs, he was playing on shithouse teams. I think going to a system like the Melbourne Storm, Nick Meany will thrive under that. I think he could be a chance to play on the wing. There's a chance he could play right wing next to Remus Smith. There is a chance of that happening. But keep a close eye on Nick Meany this year. I think he could be also a potential Jersey 14 spot for the Melbourne Storm. So I do think he's underrated signing this year, NRL Bulldogs fan. I think he will do I think he'll do well I think he'll do well there. He'll do well at Melbourne. Daniel Sexton, sorry, Nick, I'll be a member next week. Is that okay with you? Yes, it is, bro. It sounds good to me. Ark in the live chat says, I've got Canberra in my bottom 4 for 2022. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, if you don't trust him, I can totally understand that. I totally understand. If you don't trust the Raiders, then fair call. Warriors and NRL for next in the live chat says, don't forget to tune in to the Warriors and NRL for next off-season show episode 2 with Nick from Australia. Yes, guys, at 8:30 New South Wales time, which is about 1 hour and 33 minutes from now, I'll be on the Warriors and NRL for next YouTube channel, live on his channel, and we're going to be revealing our best Cowboys and Warriors teams of all time in our opinions. So at 8:30 New South Wales time, 7:30 if you're in Queensland, on the Warriors and NRL for next YouTube channel. I'll be on there tonight as a special guest. So make sure you guys tune into that in about an hour and a half from now. So it should be good. Looking forward to it. It's an honor to be on his channel. Minty Rabbitoh in the chat. I think Latrell might be playing centers this season. Yeah, look, I spoke to a couple of people about that possibility. Obviously, the development of young Blake Taaffe at fullback. Do you want to change that? The development of the young Lachlan Ilias. If Latrell Mitchell goes to left center and Souths go with the left side of Cody Walker, Keon Kolomatangi, Latrell, and Alex Johnson, that's a scary left edge. But in my opinion, I think Latrell Mitchell will start the year at fullback. And if things aren't working out with other players, and then I think Latrell at centre could happen as well. So I think he'll play fullback probably for the first half of the year. And if Souths are going average, they might make the switch and they could change it up. So I guess we'll have to see what happens. But Jason Demetriou is the new head coach of the Bunnies, and he's got his new ideas and he's got a different way of things. So we'll see how that all goes about. But if Latrell does play centre, it is a very scary thing for the other teams to look out for. All right. Do you reckon the Knights will struggle now without Jaden Bradley, Nick? Yeah, I think the Knights are probably going to miss the 8 now. I'm not sure where they'll come on the ladder, man, to be honest. But with Jaden Bradley being out until probably about round 20, with Mitchell Pearce going to Catalans, getting Adam Clune, which is, I think Adam Clune's a good kid, but it's a downgrade. Kalen Ponga's injuries are a concern. I like the Newcastle Knights forward pack a lot. I think the backline's good as well, but I worry about the spine, man. So I don't think Newcastle will make the 8, but I don't know where they'll be on the ladder. So probably missing the 8 somewhere, the Newcastle Knights. Jeffrey in the chat. I love Jeffrey. He's a good punter of mine, good friend of mine. He gives me out some good tips, this bloke. Good evening, Nick. What is your best bet at the races tomorrow? My tip is at Tarapa, race 4, number 8. Polly Plum each way. Race 6. And all right, sounds good, Jeffrey. I'll have a look at them fields tonight, and I might throw some money on it. So we'll see how we go, mate. G'day to Backy Players. Hope you're well, mate. I've got Broncos in the 8 with the Cowboys, says Robert M. 1989. Cowboys to make the 8. I hope you're right on that. I really do. I hope you're right on that. I really do. Cowboys are going to be another interesting team that it's hard to get a read on going into this year. I'm trying to read the chat here. Everyone's talking in the chat, which is very good. What else we got here? More questions coming in here. All right, here we go. G'day to Who's for JC. Hope you're well, mate. Here's a question from Ark. Do you reckon teams will be able to shut down Tommy Turbo throughout 2022? I think they will. It just depends on who, though. Like, I think the Roosters know they will find a way to do it. Obviously, Trent Robinson's a genius, so he'll find a way to do it. Craig Bellamy found out a way how to slow down Turbo, and Souths did as well. But I don't know, man. Turbo is the best player in the world, and when you have the best player in the world in your team, it's very hard to slow him down. I mean, if you have a look at when the Cowboys were at their best, it was very hard to slow down JT. When Melbourne were at their best, it was very hard to slow down Cameron Smith. Same with Cooper Cronk, Billy Slater, all these sort of players. So it's always hard to shut down the best player in the world, but I'm sure coaches like Craig Bellamy, coaches like Trent Robinson, that they'll find a way to try and slow down Turbo. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Metallic Pamela says, I reckon Knights will be between 13 and 16. Fair enough, bro. Fair enough. We'll have to wait and see how they go. Knights are going to get the spoons, it says NRL Bulldogs fan. Wow. That's very interesting. Interesting prediction there from NRL Bulldogs fan. Jay Lockyer. Who was a player to watch out coming through the systems? My ones are Ezra Mann, Isaiah Tass, Bailey Hodgson, if I get the starts. Yeah, look, Jay Lockyer, I believe Ezra Mann's one to keep an eye on, bro. I checked out his highlights a couple of weeks ago, and I had a close look at him, and my brother, always plays with Broncos, gave me some information, and he told me that Ezra Mann is actually now the Broncos' fastest player at the club. So Ezra Mann is a player that I think is going to be very, very good in about 2 or 3 years from now when he starts to develop and get better. If he does play in the halves with Adam Reynolds, it could be scary to see how quickly this bloke comes on the scene. So keep a real close eye, guys, on Ezra Mann. One to keep an eye on. He's got plenty of good attributes about him. Here we go. Jason, I reckon Roosters will be. I'm not sure what you mean by that, but Roosters will be up there, I think, this year. Or a player gets injured and they have to fill in for him. Yeah, exactly. Here we go. NRL Bulldogs fan. What is your predicted score for the Maori versus Indigenous All-Stars clash? I'm not sure yet, bro. I've got to have a look at the lineups when they come out. I've got to put it all together and give you my full preview on it. But the All-Stars games is always high scoring, so it could be maybe like a 38-26 sort of game. It could be a 34-28. It could be a 36-32. It could even be a 26-24. Usually the high-scoring games. Last year's All-Star game was a 10-all draw, but I think Both teams will pick a very good back line. There'll be a lot of speed out wide. Probably going to be a high-scoring game. Usually is. So I'll probably say high-scoring. So if you have a bet on that, it's best to jump on the overs for that one. Jason Reader, I reckon Roosters will be top 4. Yeah, I do as well. They're going to be very hard to beat this year. Warriors and everyone for next in the chat. Who will finish higher? Titans or Warriors? Well, if you guys watched the Rugby League Breakdown podcast the other night, me and Warriors and everyone Franks got into a bit of a debate about the Warriors with Ash Taylor, and I predicted the Warriors to come last. So I think they're both going to be shithouse. So I'm going to say probably the Titans, but I don't know, man. It's hard to say. I'm not really keen on either side, to be honest. So we'll see what happens. Metallic Panther. What player do you reckon could win Rookie of the Year? Well, Ezra Mann's a good chance if he plays much footy. I think Ezra Mann's a good chance. I believe that that young Meany player coming through, I can't remember his name, but he's one to keep an eye on as well. Plenty of guys you can choose from for Rookie of the Year, but at the moment, I think Ezra Mann's or Tyrell Sloan could be my early tip. Xavier Savage as well. Plenty of guys to keep an eye on. Who's a player to watch out for the Cows coming in this year? My one is Nanai or Helam Lukey. Yeah, I'll probably go Helam Lukey, bro, the back row for the Cowboys. I think he's a player to watch out for the Cowboys in 2022. National Sports Cited in the live chat as well. What is your game of the year, in your opinion, going into either the NRL or the Super League season? Wow. Game of the year. Well, it's hard to really say, but I think when the Roosters play the Panthers or the Roosters play Manly, that could be a game of the year contender right there. As for the Super League, I think Saints versus Catalans will be up there. Saints versus Warrington could also be another one to keep an eye on. The whole derby. So there are probably a few games there that I'm looking at that could potentially be a game of the year category. So we'll see what happens there. My top 4 is Roosters, Storm, Panthers, and Manly, says NRL Bulldogs fan, and Souths and Eels could also be there. Fair enough, bro. Ark in the chat. Do you reckon the Dolphins will re-sign anyone? Will sign anyone, big name players, and how do you think they'll go in their first year? I think their first year in the NRL for the Dolphins will probably be more of a building year. You can't expect the Dolphins to come in straight away and be this incredible top 8 side. It's going to take time. I don't know who their big signing is going to be yet, but at the moment they haven't bought anyone amazing. So we'll see how they go, man. But they're a long way away from being a great side, in my opinion. A long way away. Manly Seagull Fanatic 1993 is here. Hey, Nick, how you going? Going well, mate. NRL Bulldogs fan says Dogs and the Eels will be a great match to watch. Yeah, bro, big rivalry there. Dogs and the Eels, really big rivalry. One of the biggest in the comp. Pete Freddo, is Croft going to be an immortal at Salford? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say absolutely not. Not a chance in that happening. Jeffrey in the chat, what was your input on the Novak to Djokovic getting sent back home from Melbourne? I did a video with Sam Revel on his channel about that whole situation, but I think I agreed that he got sent back. I think that's fair enough. Man. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is, man. G'day to Bosky. Hope you're well, my friend. Josh Plays Cricket says, hi, Nick. How you going, bro? Bennett says, I still got COVID. That's terrible news. I hope you get well soon, bro. Metallic Panther. If the Cowboys signed a player, what position should it be? Front row, mate. The Cowboys need a front row. So, like, if there's 3 front rows that I'm looking at that the Cowboys need right now, I reckon we could use someone like a Martin Tapau would be a good guy for us to get. I think C.Y. Takao from the Roosters would be a good one to get. And I think maybe someone like a Moses Leota would be a good one to pick up as well. So they're 3 front rows I'm looking at that the Cowboys probably need going into this year. Manly Seagull Fanatic 1993 says, I go for the Bradford Bulls. Shame they aren't in Super League anymore. Yeah, they're in the Championship League at the moment, unfortunately. They need to win the Championship League to get back in the Super League. So never say never with Bradford. They'll be back in one day, I reckon. It'll happen eventually. And our Bulldogs fan says his bottom 4 will be the Titans, the Knights, the Tigers, and the Dragons. Wow. I don't know about the Dragons, bro. I think they're going to have a big year this year. I think they're going to really improve. But I agree with the Titans and the Tigers. I guess Newcastle probably in a way, but I mean it's still got about 51 days until the season starts, so it's still a bit early to say. But it's hard to say at the moment. A lot can happen between now and then. Who wins the Australian Open? Tennis, men and women. Oh, look, I'm not really into the tennis a whole lot, but I'll probably go with Rafael Nadal or something. I'm not really too sure about the tennis. Don't really watch it a whole lot, to be honest. Just plays cricket. Nick, have you heard of the annual magazines? Because I got lots of the... No, I haven't, bro. I don't know what you're talking about, to be honest. I mean, if you're talking about Big League, the one that Andrew Voss reveals out every year with Big League Week or whatever, where Andrew Voss does a whole full season preview, then I do get that every year. Last year, there wasn't one because of COVID, but if there is another Big League magazine coming out this year, I'll be jumping on it for sure. I know you can go online and read it, but I love the Big League magazine. It's always good fun. J-Lock 03, who are your top 5 favourite players in the NRL right now? Wow, my favourite. Wow, okay, well, there will be a bit of bias in this, but I'll go Jason Taumalolo. I'll go Kyle Feldt, Tom Trbojevic. I'll go James Tedesco. And the other player I'll go with is Cody Walker. I'll go with those 5. They're my favourite 5 players. Big League, yeah. Big League was awesome. When I was a kid, back in from 2007 to 2013, I got Big League Week like every round, like round 1 to round 26. I would always get Big League. I'd walk into Woolworths or I'd walk into one of those news agencies where they used to sell the footy cards, and I'd go in there. I'd get a Big League magazine, which was like $5 or $6 back in the day, and I'd also get maybe a packet of footy cards. So Mum and Dad would give me like $10, and I'd go in there, and it was good fun, man. I love the olden days, man. It's like as a kid, you know, your mum and dad give you chores to do, and if you do the chores, they get you like a magazine, or they get you like footy cards, or maybe a like a Freddo Frog or a chocolate or something. It was great back in the day, man. It was so fun. I wish they would take it more serious nowadays. It's so fun. Do you remember Rugby League Week? Yeah, I do. That was good as well. I really enjoyed that. Is there any possibility of doing an NRL traders video? I'll tell you what, bro. I did one of them last year and it got really good views. Everyone enjoyed them. So I'm not going to rule it out entirely. Entertain House has been trying to brainwash me on the bloody NRL cards for a long time now, but I'm not going to rule it out, but I'm going to say it's a possibility. I just got to try and make time for it, but it's a possibility. NRL Bulldogs fan, who are the top 5 players you hate in the NRL? Oh my God, this is very interesting. All right, so we'll go. All right, let's go. Ash Taylor, Felice Kafusi. There's 2 of them now. Corey Norman's not there anymore, so he's gone. Ash Taylor, Felice Kafusi. Who else do I not like in the NRL? That's a fuckwit. Who else don't I like? Josh McGuire. Can't fucking stand the bloke. Josh McGuire. Luke Brooks because he's shit and overrated. And the other player I'll go with. The other player I'll go with is Tom Opacek. I'll go with them 5. Tonight, Nick, I like Cranbourne Harnesses race 7, 5 to win. What's it paying, Jeffrey, bro? What's it paying? Let me know what it's paying. What would you do to make the NRL more entertaining if you were the CEO? All right. First thing I would do, the 6 again rule will be fucking wiped out of the game. Straight away. 6 again rule, gone. Second thing I would do, I'll bring back the Bears. Central Coast Bears. They need another team. The Dolphins will still be in, but the Bears will be the 18th team in, and I'll get them in within 18 months. So we'll have an even competition, 18 teams. And the fixture will work like this for me. Thursday night football, 7:50. Friday night, 6 o'clock. Friday night, 7:55. Saturday, right, 3 o'clock. 5:30, and 7:45. And then on Sunday, it'll be a kickoff at 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and then I'll bring back Monday Night Football as well, which will be 7 o'clock start. That's what I'll do. So from Thursday to Monday, we got Rugby League, and the world's great. And I'll bring back the shoulder charge rule. The shoulder charge rule will come back as well. Vol's in charge. And if a shoulder charge goes to the head, automatic 6-week suspension, no matter if it's an accident or it's deliberate. 6 weeks if it's an accident, 12 weeks if it's deliberate. And that's exactly how you save the shoulder charge rule. And also, the obstruction rule, I'll fix that shit up as well. So that's what I will do. Hashtag Nick from Australia for NRL CEO. What team do you reckon has had the best season in recruitment? I think the Sharks. I'm going to go the Sharks. I reckon the Sharks have bought the best. What are your top 5 least favourite players in the NRL? I pretty much just answered that one, didn't I? Someone said Munster. No, I don't mind Munster. He's a bit of a dick, but I like Munster. Great player. What's the exciting match you're looking forward to? Probably round 3, bro. Sunday afternoon footy, 3 o'clock in Queensland. I'll be up there. Broncos, Cowboys. Can't wait. I'll be there. Can't wait till round 3. It'll be fucking awesome. Rugby League Week was a brilliant magazine. Used to get it delivered a week later here in the UK. Oh, how good's that? How good was that? I'd have George Jennings in my top 5 most hated players, says Ark. Yeah, fair enough, bro. Munster is in my least favourite. Yeah, fair enough. Well, fair enough. I miss watching the corner post, Nick. I don't know how to become a member. Jeffrey, if you want to become a member, bro, all you got to do is on this video, go on the link, go onto the description part, and you'll see the first link, become a member, and it'll say join now, and you can do it that way, bro. $5 a month. It's a cheap deal. Check. I fucking hate him. I never liked him. I fucking hate him. He's fucking shit. Whenever I watch Melbourne, I am screaming at the TV because of Munster. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough, bro. You should see my rant video on Munster. Yeah, I do remember that. That was very brutal. I'm not keen on that Dane Gagai, but seems to always he was yeah, okay. He was a bit like Chambers a bit. He still can be, yeah. Can be a bit of a dick. No doubt about that. Which bottom 8 team from last year do you think will improve the most this year? I'm going to go the Sharks. The Sharkies for mine. They'll have a great year. I'll try and see that soon. Fanatics. Race 7, best bet at Cranbourne at $2. Okay, $2. Fair enough. Fair enough. What is your prediction for State of Origin? New South Wales 2-1. Everyone says, I'll be 3-0. It never happens. Queensland always find a way to win at least one game. They always find a way to win one Origin game. So I'll say New South Wales win 2-1 in the Origin this year. What is your predicted for... hang on. Already answered that. If you were to make a backline of players coming through the duster, do you mean by players that are washed up or players that are coming through as young kids? Or just... What do you mean by that, Jay Lockyer? We've got Martin in the live chat. Hello to Martin. If you bought a player out of retirement to play in the NRL Nines, who will you pick? I'd go Matty Bowen. Matty Bowen's my favourite fullback of all time. As a kid, I was in love with Matty Bowen and some of the stuff he did. The chip over the top. Yeah, unbelievable, man. Matty Bowen's probably if I'd bring him out of retirement to play in the NRL Nines. It would be awesome. No worries, Metallic Panther. Thanks for coming into the stream, bro. I appreciate it. I don't like Gagai, but I'd have him in my team. A quality play, obviously. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. What's the worst game for round 1, 2022? Wow. I reckon the it's hard to say, but Eels and Titans doesn't look like the best game for round 1, to be honest. It's a bit sloppy. I'd say Eels and Titans is a bit of a shitty game. What do you think the scores will be for Origin? Oh, God knows, bro. I'd say the game in Perth will probably be high scoring. The games in Sydney and Queensland will probably be low scoring, games 18-14 and maybe a 20 points to 10, something like that. Maybe even 10-4. Who knows? Hard to say, bro. Joe Lockyer 03, if you were to make a backline of players coming through the system, what would your 1 to 7 be? Sorry for the autocorrect. All right, no problem. Okay, so fullback, I'd go with Jaden Campbell. Wingers that are coming through. Oh, God. It's hard for me to say because I don't have the list in front of me of all the young ones coming through. I think Xavier Savage would be in that team. Harley Smith-Shields would be in that team. I'd probably throw in Aaron Schoff in there as well from the Dogs. And for the other winger, I'd probably throw in maybe someone like a what's that other guy's name? Fucking from Souths. I'm forgetting someone from South. Is it from Souths? No, from Roosters. Sawali. I'll throw Sawali in there as well. And in the halves, I'll probably go something like Sam Walker and maybe someone like a Ezra Mann. Something like that. Joe Lockyer. Martin says, I don't like Latrell. Yeah, fair enough. Can I watch the corner post for free, Nick? I enjoy the show and also Wellington Cup at $2.80. Unfortunately, Jeffrey, with the corner post being for free, I can't do anything about it, bro. I have tried to make a thing where members, like, if you want to become a member only for free and then consider becoming a member, it won't let me do it. So there's no physical possible way that I can do that. It won't let me do it, unfortunately. So unfortunately, I can't do anything about it, bro. Do you have Twitter, Nick? Yes, I do. I believe my Twitter is on my YouTube bio, but what I'll do, I'll go onto it and I'll show you guys my Twitter profile on here in case you guys don't know it. My Twitter profile, guys, is Nick from Australia, but I believe the username is at NickyBear2K17. So I'll show you guys the profile. That is my Twitter, guys. You can see my old name on there. Rugby YouTuber Nick from Australia. Obviously, I've got the king in the background with the crown. And yeah, that's my Twitter, guys. So I do use Twitter a fair bit, but not as much as I would like. But I do go on there here and there. It's good fun, Twitter. Solid team, bro, says Joe Lockyer 03. Thanks, bro. I appreciate that. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the NRL goes this year with some of the rule changes. I'm looking forward to seeing. Hopefully the NRL don't make too many changes, but I'm really keen for this season to get underway. We're not far away now. It's going to be one hell of a year. Righto, guys. A few more questions, and then I might get on out of here. Twitter is considered the dark web of social media. Yeah, it is, and it is a bit, isn't it? Twitter is toxic, bro. I go on there and watch the soccer games because in the Premier League, I go for Chelsea in the soccer, and mate, you put one tweet out about one player or you say one thing about a game prediction, people will give it to you on there. So it can be a very toxic environment from time to time. There's no doubt about it. Righto, I might get on out of here in a minute. I'm just seeing if there's any more questions coming through, and then I might get on out of here. And in about an hour and 10 minutes, I'll be live on Warriors NRL for next YouTube channel, which is going to be good fun as well. All right, guys, that might wrap it up for the Nick from Australia Rugby League Q&A. In just a second. Oh, here we go. Last question from It's Bosky. Do you think it's good? Do you think it's a good thing to bring back Latrell Mitchell back in the Roosters versus Rabbitohs, the same game he got suspended? Yeah, I do. I think it will be a big occasion. Looking forward to that. But guys, I'm getting out of here. Have a phenomenal Tuesday night. Thanks for tuning in to the Nick from Australia Rugby League Q&A. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you guys go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button. Turn notification bells on and become a member today, guys. The link for the membership is in the description below. But guys, I'm getting out of here. Have a phenomenal night. And I want to thank Manscaped once again for sponsoring the video, guys. The Lawnmower 4.0. It's a great shaver for your balls. It has new skin safe technology, so they nick your balls. They have a lot of great things for the month of December, for the month of January. Sorry, and go and check out manscaped.com, guys. The discount code is on the screen right here. It's NFA. Anyway, guys, I'm getting out of here. Have a good night, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Hang on, what's this thing doing? Far out. It's fucking... Really? Every time I go to play music, it always seems to play games. Really? Wants to be a bitch. Oh, here we go. Surely it works now. There we go. All right. I'm getting out of here, guys. Have a great night. And I'll see you guys in about an hour on the Warriors and Fanatics YouTube channel. Like and subscribe. See you later.